DC Multiverse!
How's it going, super friends? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, the DC Universe Geek, and today I present to you my review of the McFarlane Toys Rebirth LOBO action figure. Big thanks to McFarlane Toys for making this review possible and sending this complimentary review sample over to me. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the box art, the packaging if you will, for this figure, just because it's the same as it always is. It leaves nothing to the imagination of exactly who we have in the box, and the back has a fantastic action figure photography image, as well as other figures that you can get in the series. But this is why we're all here. We wanted to see Lobo out of the package, and I'm telling you, this is one that I was really stoked for. Lobo is one of my favorite DC characters, and they have done a fantastic job bringing this guy to life. He comes with the trading card here. As usual, same image as the back of the box. And on the other side, you can see that there's a short bio, which if you'd like, you can pause to read that. Lobo also comes with this here action figure stand as usual, and this really neat looking rubber hook on a chain. The way that they've manufactured this is they've gone the route of just a basic visual accessory, so the chain is just rubber, it's all stuck together, and it wraps around his wrist, and you can see right around here is where Lobo's intended to grab the hook. So that's pretty much it. It just fits over his hand like so. You kind of mash it over there, and then you've got the chain. Let's just stick it in his hand. Now, it is a rubber, a softer rubber, so you will be able to get it in there, and trying to be careful not to break the chain, but it does fit nicely in his hand like that. And the figure itself is, c'est magnifique. Todd really just bashed it out of the park with this one. I really like all the textures on this figure and just his size and girth. This is an excellent interpretation of Rebirth Lobo. At first, you'll remember I was a little bit iffy on that face sculpt with the blue in the hair, and yeah, I would actually rather there not be blue highlights, but the face sculpt looks great. You got his beard, his Lobo-y mustache, you got the black design around his red eyes, and when I talk about the textures and whatnot, he's done a great job with the sculpts. Like the knee skulls look fantastic, and then you've got these here shin guards, which actually look like kind of weathered, sort of beat up, battle-worn metal. The spikes on the side are a soft rubber. His boots have the metal plating on the front there for the toe kick, and then also the shin guards that continue on down over the front of the boot. The jeans actually have a texture to try to simulate jean material. There's even a seam down the side, like it's a real pair of jeans. He's got the classic Lobo skull belt. His shirt, which has rips in it, it would have been kind of nice to see some white paint kind of blobbed in these little rips in the shirt so that it's his flesh poking through. But honestly, it still looks great. You got that shirt texture. His torn up, sleeveless leather jacket looks great. His arms have all kinds of skin texture to them. He's got that classic bite me fanboy patch on the back of his jacket. This is a truly fantastic take on the character. I am really digging this guy. Now for size comparisons, we have a DC Direct on the far left. We have the DC Multiverse Collect and Connect right next to Todd's, and on the other side, we have the Storm Collectibles Injustice version. And I would like to do just one more size comparison with this Lobo, with that of Superman, because Superman and Lobo going toe-to-toe is always such a fun battle. So now I suppose the next question really is, how well is it articulated? Well, here's his noodle, and check this out. That's a lot. Look at that. That is a ton of articulation up inside that neck. Of course, he's got the ball joint in the torso with actually a fairly good range. And of course, he's going to have a full range of motion in the waist. His arms, with that little butterfly there, actually are really good at up and down dropping, which is really nice. And of course, there's a full range all the way around. He's got a bicep swivel, and we know what that's going to do, but let's check out that double jointed elbow. Ooh, yeah, look at that baby go. I must say I do like the fact that the ball hinge has actually been hidden underneath his wrist bracer here. Let's see how well I can move it around. That one appears to be a little bit stuck. So let's try the other. Oh, there it goes. Clickety, clickety, click. So that's actually a really good range of motion, even with that sleeve over top of it. And then we're just gonna rip his legs apart and have a little look-see-doodle down there, what we know to expect, and we know what it's gonna do. That's a pretty darn good range of motion there. He's got what you would consider a thigh cut and the double jointed knees on this fella. Let's check him out. Yeah, that's not too bad. And what about those rounded hinges in the ankles? Yeah, that's all right too. Not bad. They also pivot, and then you've got the toes. So I feel like he has a perfectly fine range of motion. I'm actually really satisfied with how posable this guy is. But with that, now that we've looked at everything, I suppose the real question is, can I recommend him to you as the collector, as the Lobo fan, as the consumer? Well, hell yeah! This guy is awesome. The main man has been done justice with this figure. This is one of the figures that Todd has produced in the series that, in my opinion, especially for the price range, the character has been done absolute justice. So whether you're a Lobo fan or a DC Multiverse fan in general, I feel like this is going to be an excellent choice if you find him on the pegs. Anyway, Super Friends, those are my thoughts, opinions, and viewpoints on the McFarlane Toys Rebirth Lobo action figure. Feel free to leave yours down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you later. Have yourself an awesome DC day, and I'll see you next time.